Hey guys, it's Jordan Shafran. We're here on a major street and we kind of noticed this wall because it's tilting. As we were driving by, we said, let's stop, take a look at it and explain what we can potentially do to fix it. Now this wall, as you can see, goes all the way down to the next block. I mean, it really extends pretty far. If you look at both sections, you know, of the street, this wall is a substantial wall. Now, this wall is also retaining dirt in the back, so this is going to be your common retaining wall. It extends, and if you recall to code, you cannot build retaining walls or block walls over 6 feet high without a variance. We can see that this wall is just shy of 5 feet high. Now this is going to be your slimstone block wall. As you can see, it's got some type of a texture and design in it. This is an older block wall, but as far as the integrity and the construction portion of the wall, it seems like it was constructed correctly. We can see that it has some rebar reinforcements inside, but this is our issue. We have these trees here on the public easement, and you can only imagine the size of the roots. So we find that it's consistent for these little barrier walls to shift and twist because of the impact from the tree roots. Now, the only way really to repair these types of walls and correct the integrity and the strength of the wall is to take down the wall. The reason is these roots filter underneath the concrete slab, and as you can tell, when we're stepping here, we can see that the slabs has been affected and this whole walkway is compromised. Now it's unplumbed, it's shifted, it's shifting in different directions. You have depressions, and it's all the way. It's probably for a quarter of a mile. Now, this is really what happened. Once the tree roots went underneath the concrete slab, they affected the footing. Now your footing is your base or foundation of the wall. Usually if it's a retaining wall, it extends all the way from 3 to 4 feet deep and about 18 inches wide. Now, if it was a clear channel, you'd see rebar coming up and erected every about 24 inches, depending on the code. Sometimes we see it as close to 16 to 24, sometimes all the way up to 36 inches away. The rebar usually used for walls like these is number 4, your ½ inch rebar. And again, the construction of the wall seems like it was intact at one point, but now it shifted off its axis, and now the footing is affected. So even if you see some cracking in the blocks, the stone itself, it doesn't really matter. Since the footing was affected, we would need to dig down and break into the footing and replace it, and that would entail rebuilding the complete wall. Now, if only one section of this wall, and let's say it expands 200 linear feet, we could potentially cut a portion of the wall, retie the rebar into the existing footing if it wasn't affected, and then reconstruct all the layers and courses of the wall. Each line is a course. So hopefully that gave you an indication of what a wall needs when it comes down to when we're looking at damaged walls, what it takes to rebuild a wall, and what is the process. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Jordan Shafran with Shafran Construction, and you're watching Construction Time.